Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Welcome to all previous question discussions. It's related to the topics comes under the economy. Okay. Already we covered 2023 questions. Now we are moving on to the 2022 questions. Let's start the discussion. This is a kind of question with a basic knowledge and a basic understanding about the economics. You can easily solve the question. And there is also the pattern is the question is also much more easy because the pattern that followed is one or two only, two or three only, one and two. Likewise, the questions is common. Okay, so the pattern is the question is more easier. So if you find which of the statement is wrong means you can easily go for the answer. Okay, you don't need to find the other two statements whether it is right or wrong. So pattern wise, this type of questions is more easy. But the question knowledge wise it's somewhat tough. Okay? It's not that much tougher, but with the basic knowledge about the economic things, you can easily answer this question. Okay? But somewhat this question is looking tougher, but you can easily crack this question with the basic understanding of economics. Okay? Let's start the discussion. Consider the following statements. Tight monetary policy of the US Federal Reserve could lead to capital flight. So, first of all, you have to know about what is capital flight, which means capital means it is the investments towards the economy. Okay, so what are the money you are spending towards the economy as an investment? Okay? So that is called as capital. Okay, so the capital flight means the investors not willing to invest any money into the economy and they are moving out of the economy or moving out of your country and they are looking around the other nations to try to make their investment. Okay, that is called as capital flight. Okay, so first statement is speaking about tighter monetary policy. Okay, so you have to know about what is tighter monetary policy. Okay, that is the another thing. Okay, which means tighter monetary policy. Usually, central bank in India it's RBI. Okay, usually central banks do the tighter monetary policy when there is huge inflation in the market. Okay, so there are various means for the tightening the monetary, tightening the money flow in the economy. Okay, they can use like a bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate. Okay, and there is marginal standing facility or there is open market operation. So these are the some of the examples for the quantitative method. Okay, and there are some other method to control the monetary supply or the money supply in the market, which is called as qualitative method, like the credit rationing. Okay, and then moral suasion, direct action. That are the things comes under the qualitative monetary action. Okay, so the statement that speaking is tightening of the monetary policy means that you are reducing the money supply in the market. Okay, they can use whatever methods. Okay, Reserve Bank can use any methods to control the money supply. Okay, there are this number of options they have. Okay, so they can use whatever methods as per their wish. Okay, so in such a scenario, they are going to tightening the monetary supply means they are reducing the money supply in the market. Okay, so if they are going to reduce the money supply in the market, means that will reduce the inflation in the market. Okay, for that only they will do the tightening of the tightening of the monetary supply. That is called as tightening of the monetary supply. Okay.
So, the tightening of the monetary supply in such a scenario, what will happen? Okay, that is the prior thing you have to know. If you are going to tightening the monetary supply means you are reducing the money supply. Okay, so you are reducing the money supply in the market. Okay, if you are going to reduce the money supply means you are going to reduce the demand in the market. Okay, so you are going to reduce the demand in the market. What will happen if there is a no demand in the market? If there is no demand in the market means the companies that produce a huge products, they can't sell it because there is no demand, because there is reduced money supply. Okay, so if there is So the already produced products are not going to sell in the market. So why I am going to invest in the market? So the investor thought will be like that, why I have to invest the money into the market? Okay, so they will stop investing in the market. Okay, so the capital that inflow into the market also going to reduce. Okay, so that will leads to capital outflow, which means the investors who are ready to invest the money in the market will now get out of the market and they will find other markets to invest the money. Okay, so that will happen. So that is called as capital flight. Okay, so if you are going to do the tightening of the monetary policy, means that will obviously leads to the money outflow or else the capital outflow, that is called as capital flight. Okay, so such a way the statement 1 is correct. Okay, so next, capital flight may increase the interest cost of the firm with existing external commercial borrowing. Okay, you don't make any confusion with the external commercial borrowing. What are the things likewise? Okay, just think in a simple manner. Consider that if there is a capital flight, means there is no investors in the economy. Okay, in such a scenario, if I'm going to start a company. Okay, I'm going to plan to start a startup. Okay, so in such a scenario I am asking for an investment. Okay, but most of the investors are moving away from the market. Okay, in that scenario what will happen, sir? They will ask me a huge interest rate. Okay, see, there is lesser demand in the market. Already many of the capital investors are moving away. So if I am going to invest you, means there may be risk factor because there is a low demand in the market. In such a scenario, if I need to invest you the money, means I will demand you the higher interest payment. Okay, so if there is a capital flight is happening in the market, means obviously there will be huge demand for the huge increases in the interest rate. Okay, so if a person is going to lend the money to me, means they will ask higher interest rate because already there is a tightening of the monetary policy, so the lending persons are reduced in the market. Okay, so the investors are reduced in the market. In such a scenario, only 1 or 2 investors will be there. So if you are going to approach the person for starting a new company, means they will obviously ask for a large interest payment. Okay, so that is the thing will happen. So by that, the capital flight may increases the interest cost for the firm. Obviously it's a correct. Okay, so 1 and 2 both the statements are right. Okay, now you have to find whether the third statement is right or wrong, because with 1 and 2 is correct, means the answer may be A or also the answer may be D. Okay, so you also have to find whether the third statement is right or wrong. Okay, let's see. Devaluation of the domestic currency decreases the currency risk associated with the external commercial borrowing. Okay, see, first of all, consider that you are in India. Okay, you are starting a startup. Okay, in which you are going for a borrowing in the external market. Okay, like from US or European Union or else from any other country, you are sourcing some investors. Okay, that is called as external commercial borrowing. Okay, so you borrow certain money from the outside your market or outside your country, that is called as external commercial borrowing. Okay, so the person who are going to invest towards you, okay, the person will invest in their own currency, which means if the person from US who is going to invest the money, means they will invest in US dollar only. Okay, if it is from the European Union, means that person will invest in euros. Okay, so whatever thing, okay, either you do the devaluation or revaluation in your domestic country. Okay, if you whatever thing you are doing in do devaluation or revaluation in India, that won't get affect the external commercial borrowing interest rate or anything. Okay, so consider this statement. devaluation of the domestic currency decreases the currency risk associated with the commercial borrowing, external commercial borrowing. So there is no relationship between the devaluation of the domestic currency and the external commercial borrowing. Okay, so by that the third statement becomes wrong. Okay, so the answer will be A, 1 and 2 only. Okay, so first of all you have to know about what is external commercial borrowing. Okay, and then what will happen if there is a devaluation in the domestic currency. Okay, there is no connection between the devaluation of the domestic currency or the connection between the external commercial borrowing. Okay, and then you have to also know about what is capital flight. Okay, they may sometimes use these words. Okay, they can even use it as a investment outflow, which may be the easy statement, but they won't use it. Okay, to make something that tougher to you, they will use these kinds of words. Okay, capital flight. Okay, but with a basic understanding about what is the investment will do. Okay, what will the tightening of the monetary policy will leads to. With this basic knowledge you can easily answer these kinds of questions. Okay, so it is one of the easiest question, because by the pattern wise it is one of the easiest question, and it may be somewhat look tougher in while solving this question, but it is also the easy one. Okay, if you are be calm and clear means you can easily answer this question. Okay, let's find the source of this question. See, it is direct from the newspaper. Okay, IMF says emerging economy must prepare for federal policy tightening. Okay, so if the US is going to do any changes in their monetary policy, that will have the huge repercussions or effects in the other economics. Okay, like India, okay, Russia, China, everyone have certain impact on it. Okay, so the IMF said that you have to be ready to face such issues. Okay, so the such issues is nothing but the capital flight. Okay, so that is about all about these kinds of questions. Okay, it is one of the easiest questions. Okay.